Hello, hope you guys are all good. So this week I've had an inquiry from someone asking if it was right that the fee for the online case, like the Zoom consultations, is the same for the in-person consultations. And I thought that was just a really good question for me to sort of talk through on here because when someone gets in touch, I send them like the gumph about what their consultation process is and how much it will be. And it's the same for both online or in person. So it just says like, if you live, so I travel an hour. So if you live within an hour drive, then this will take place at your home. Otherwise it will take place on Zoom or Skype or Teams, whatever you're happy with. So then everything else is exactly the same and the price is there. So I don't charge any differently, and the reason is because yes, of course I have to travel to the other place and it does take up more time in travel, but if you do an online consultation then there is more to it, and that I need to probe more to find out what's happening at home. So I'll also ask for like a tour of the home, like a video tour, which I love because I love watching them in my own time, and everyone's really lovely on there because they're like, hi Lucy, right, this is my house, this is my cat. So that's really cool. And I'll also ask for more details about the problem. So I might ask for like, oh, I know it sounds gross, but if the cat's like pooing on the bed, I'll be like, send me pictures of that, and send me pictures of or videos of your cat and just being normal and just doing their own thing, just so I can sort of get an idea of what this cat is like, which I would get if I go to their house otherwise. So in terms of time, there's not much in it normally in terms of like the extra prep that an online consultation takes versus how far it is to travel. Like obviously if they live an hour away, then that's a lot different, but obviously some people live a bit closer, and so there's no, like, it's difficult for me to figure out, you know, if you live 25 miles away it's this amount, if you live 5 miles away it's this amount. Like I can't really, like from a business point of view, I can't spend time figuring that out because it would be too difficult. So basically I don't charge extra for travel is what I'm saying. Like I'm happy to travel, I love a good drive, so, and I like going, so it is the same fee. Also, what I would just throw in here as well is that in my experience, it doesn't make any difference to the outcome. Like I haven't seen a pattern of, you know, if I'm seeing online, it's not really going to work. Or it'll be more successful if I come in person. I haven't seen that at all with any cases. So I feel like as an experience, if you want your cat's behaviour to be looked into and hopefully resolved and at least understood and talked through and made some suggestions made, that experience is the same whether someone comes to your house or sees you on Zoom, or that outcome will be the same, I hope. But that's just what I've seen in my experience. So I feel like as a service, then hopefully it's the same. But generally I do like going in person because I love to meet the cats. That's the only reason I like to go, is because I just want to meet them. And I like when it was COVID and I was doing all my cases on Zoom, I was really missing them. I was having like cat withdrawal, thinking, you know, I want to go out and meet them. I'm used to seeing all the cats in person. So it is lovely now when I go to someone's house, and I've been today to see 2 cats, and one of them was a little bit more fearful of people, so I didn't pursue that. He was around, but I didn't like go to stroke him or anything. The other one was super friendly and I loved it, and he was giving me all these face rubs and it was so lovely. So I do love that side of things. But in terms of like online consultations, like you never see the problem when you go, like unless it's an aggression problem or something, which they might, you know, show aggression when you're there. But like for cats that pee on the bed, for aggression between cats, for like scratching furniture, any of these issues, you never actually see it when you're there. And sometimes cats are scared of you, like today, that one of the cats was like, I wish you weren't in my home. So for that cat, it was the other cat that we were working with, but for that cat, then he would have preferred me to do it on Zoom, and it would have been a lot less intrusive for him. So there's pros and cons to both, but like I say, it doesn't seem to make a difference to the outcome, and therefore the cost is the same. So I hope that just gives a little bit of insight, whether you had the same sort of question, or if you're a behaviourist, whether you're wondering whether or not to charge for both. But at the end of the day, I'm self-employed, this is my own business, and I make the rules, which I hate saying out loud, but there has to be some benefits to life being self-employed. Like, so much of it's hard in that it takes over your life. You can't really take 6 days because the work is just waiting for you there when you get back. It ekes into your home life. Like I was getting messages at 10:30 last night. So on the flip side of those tricky bits is that I'm going to charge the same, because I feel like that's what I need. And whereas I see 1 cat every week, that's my weekly income, and I don't need to worry about it fluctuating whether or not it's on Zoom or whether or not it's in person. But anyway, I genuinely do my best for every cat, so I hope that comes across in the fee and in the service. So that's what I'm aiming for. Anyway, hope you guys are all keeping well, and I'll see you next week for another video. Take care, bye.